Thank you very much. I got in touch with Jay about a month ago to see if I was supposed to say something. He said, yes, I was. Keep it short. And he had some sort of, I don't see it, but Jay told me stories before. I would like to thank all my friends and family for making such an effort in this special occasion. And a special thanks to Ron Fraser, who recruited me from North Jersey in the fall of 1964 on a full baseball scholarship, including books and tuition, for a grand total of $750 a semester. Others that first year from North Jersey and the Northeast included Danny Stefkovich, a shortstop, Rich Pucci, a catcher, along with some Pennsylvania boys, Rich Miller, a first baseman, and John Danchek could play anywhere and eventually became a relief pitcher. Add to that mix the local recruits of Tito Gomez, a second baseman, Larry Fordyce, known as the Egg, the whitest person I've ever seen, and a pitcher, and Terry Knight, a third baseman. We were ineligible as freshmen to play for the varsity, but we consistently beat Ron's varsity team, and many of those players went on to start for the next 3 years. The Northern connection continued with the addition of Larry Pyle, Stan Jakubowski, Tom Lehman, Joel Green, all Hall of Fame members, Jimmy Crosses, some others, just to mention a few. And I apologize to any other people from the North End that Ron recruited that I did not mention. We were a competitive bunch and worked well together. I spoke with Tom and Larry about some stories I should tell. I decided not to. Coach Fraser had his hands full with us in the 60s. We were a competitive bunch, but we did test his rules on the road. We tested the curfew rules and the other rules that Ron had, and I remember some fond times. Tom, you might remember a water fight in Georgia Tech at a hotel where we did some things that we shouldn't have. I remember a couple of fellas getting stuck in the bathroom motel windows trying to get in or out as Bill McLean and Ron Fraser were checking beds. And we had our special adventures in South America. We went to South America, and we brought back many souvenirs and memories. Some we can talk about, some we won't. I was drafted by professional baseball after my high school, and I was offered a sizable bonus. Ron convinced me to attend the University of Miami. I could not be drafted after my freshman year. I was drafted after my sophomore year for a little less money. I was drafted again after my junior year for even less money. Even though I wasn't a business major at the time, I realized I was going in the wrong direction. And Mom, thank you very much for co-signing. I appreciate it. It was, you made a good decision. After 4 seasons with the Oakland Athletics, I returned to Miami, finished my bachelor's and master's degree in education. I coached the freshman baseball team. We went to Central America one time. I was the coach in charge of curfew, talking about putting the fox in charge of the chicken house. I mean, that was silly, but Ron did that. I graduated in January of '72 and began teaching and coaching in middle school in Dade County. Working with middle school students has been a very challenging and rewarding career. I particularly enjoy when prior students say hello to me at middle school functions and ask me to treat their children, my current students, the same way I treated them. The lawyers don't allow me to do that anymore, but I try my best. My current students, they enjoy what I do. I have the privilege of teaching the daughter of the Hall of Fame president, Julie Steinbauer, an excellent golfer, and I would put my wallet on her against most of you in this room, Stanley, Larry. I also taught Jody's husband, JR. He was a student of mine. I helped mold his mind and body as a physical education teacher, and you can see what I've done. And I also had the privilege of teaching Victoria Plowden, Hall of Fame inductee a few years ago in girls basketball. I happened to be the girls basketball coach when that team won the middle school championship, and it wasn't hard. Just tell Victoria and the other girls to go play, and they did. And I would like to thank the Hall of Fame for this honor. Also, I'd like to thank the university for providing me with the opportunity to play baseball in my education, which has allowed me to have a positive influence on young adults at South Miami. And thank you again to my family and friends for making the effort to come and help me celebrate this achievement. Mom, thanks for everything and your support and love over the years. And to my wife, Sue, thanks. Without you, it wouldn't be possible, dear. So thank you very much. And thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you.